Welcome everybody to this episode of Rift Talk. Today we're
Rift
talking
Talk.
about the state of the jungle.
Jangle.
Yes, this is for 7.13.
7.13.
We're going to go into all of the current top meta picks for the jungle.
Yep.
See if there's anything we can add to that list or if it's correct.
Yeah.
So
Sounds
right
about
now,
right.
big thing about the jungle is the supportive...
Cinderhold changes.
Yes,
Yeah.
we'll get into that. I'm just saying, as a whole, the people that are good,
Yep.
they're very much the supportive,
yeah.
Sort of tanky junglers, utility
I got
junglers.
jinxed twice.
Oh my god.
Jinxed you twice.
Anyway, ADC meta. So therefore, that means that Nunu's good again.
Nunu's good again. Ivern's still good because Ivern's kit is just good. Let's be honest.
I feel like Ivern's just the flashier Nunu.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously he can't counter jungle as hard. But let's get into Nunu first. So we haven't seen Nunu in a while. That's why
Not really. He's always had a decent
surprise.
win rate though.
Yeah. He's one of those champions that he's not the most. I mean, he's fun. I don't know. I don't
He's
wanna say
fun
he's
to
not
me
fun.
because I like to troll.
No, he's a fun troll pick. But
It only sucks because you have to mute your whole team or else you'll be like, what gank, Nunu? Like, what do you want? What do you want Nunu to do? Snowball someone?
100%.
And then what are you gonna do off of that? Nothing.
My problem with Nunu is he's not fun in the classical sense of just like 1v1ing.
Yeah, you're not gonna slam someone down as Nunu.
I mean, it's weird. I've never been able to, but I've been dumpstered by a single Nunu before. I don't know how those guys do that, but
yeah,
where like one.
I've never had that happen to me actually.
One snowball does like half my health. Like, what was
They
that?
must be running like AP, hardcore AP.
It's nuts, but he's really good right now. I played him once the other day. First time I played him since they redid Nunu bot skin. You know
Really?
they redid it?
I know they kind of did a visual update.
Yeah, it looks so much better.
Oh,
That
dude,
skin
trust
was
me.
old.
I went through the jungle. Ha ha ha
Oh
ha
my
ha
god, yeah,
ha
I
ha.
remapped my laugh key just for that. It was fantastic.
That's why League needs macros, so you can just macro that to your Q every time you Q. Ha 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 ha.
Gosh. I mean, technically, you could like just macro your keyboard.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
But aside from Nunu, I think he's only relevant because bot lane is relevant.
oh, I 100%
Playmaking
agree.
ADCs. If you don't have
Blood Bowl's so
CC, if you don't have CC and there's someone to follow up that CC, it's like why you're not playing Nunu. Like there's no reason to play Nunu.
He gets really, really good as the game goes too.
He's hard to kill.
I got to 45% CDR when I played him, and my snowball I want to say was up by the time the slow was done.
And also Smite Q is gonna outdo any Smite.
Yep.
Like
I mean, not
unless
even close.
they're yeah.
Elise kind of gets there.
Callista has
Elise
Rend,
can.
but no one.
Zaya can friggin' smite a dragon,
She can.
pretty much.
But you're not. It's still gonna be really hard to beat that Smite Q.
So he's really solid. He's got the highest win percentage right now.
He does. It's like 55%.
It's really
win rate.
high. If you like the sound of that and the supportive style, but you want to be a little more flashy, I would recommend Ivern personally.
Ivern is cool.
I think Ivern's more fun.
Daisy isn't as good as she used to be.
She's not. But
She
she's
dies like that.
She's still a cupcake.
But Ivern himself just has an amazing kit. Bushes,
He's really good.
snare.
Now, I don't know when this happened, so bear with me here, but a few patches ago it must have been, because I hadn't played him for a long time, they increased the mana spent to do his passive on jungle camps.
Yeah.
So if you haven't played him for a while, definitely feel out your jungle route, because I had to change mine a little bit.
It was broken though.
It was.
He could basically jungle faster than anyone, almost anyone. I'm not gonna say anyone, almost anyone, for very little effort or cost.
So this is really hard to do right now because there's this weird invade trend going on in the jungle.
It's happened every one of
Stop
our
it.
games.
I hate it. I hate it so much. Why can't we just chill?
And it's always my mid laner that gets the kill.
It's ridiculous.
And then I'm tilted off the face of the earth.
You know, just do your jungler a favor, and everybody at the beginning of the game,
Ward
instead of
and
sitting
walk
in your
away.
lane, holding whatever, stand in the river for him, please.
At least ward the river and walk
Anything.
away. Go walk.
Show
Go.
presence.
Yeah.
Like,
These
it's
people
so
are coming
ridiculous.
in 5 stack. If you see a Blitzcrank,
Oh,
Ward
you're
and
getting
walk
invaded.
away. Ward
I
and
feel like
walk
it doesn't
away.
even matter. I get invaded every game.
If you get but if you see that invade, you can at least switch your buff.
Or just if there's enough of you to show before, like in the river, they're not going to invade you if they run into you in the river.
Yeah.
They're going to invade you if they know you're not expecting them. Just chilling at the buff. Large tangent, but the point is, if that goes away, if that bullshit goes away, or if we get to the point where you can feel out where they're invading, my favorite start as Ivern has got to be starting at their top buff when you know they're starting at their bottom buff. You smite it, and then that level 2 gank top lane as Ivern is nuts. That
The CC alone is just
the
good.
root, the shield for your top laner
Yep.
means that you can actually go in.
The shield's slow.
You can take. There's not many champions you can take a turret hit at level 1 or 2 anymore, and that shield makes it possible. Not to mention the slow. I guarantee you're gonna get a flash if you do it right. If you land the bind, you're gonna get a flash.
Yeah.
If not the kill, and I've gotten the kill a lot of times.
And then you have a 5-minute window to go back and do it again.
Yep.
At a higher level. So,
and then you can either do that, or you can also mark your blue. I mean, this is if you're starting on blue side, by the way. But you can start your blue, and then go to red. You don't smite the blue. You just let it take its time. You smite that. You still usually get up there when they're both level 2, and that's still a really good strong gank. And then you can immediately get your blue after it. It makes it for a little bit more efficient path.
Yeah.
But yeah, Nunu Ivern, they're definitely the core sort of utility junglers.
Very troll.
Very troll. I spam Ivern's dance if you've never done it before. It's pretty fantastic.
Someone else who's very troll, though.
Zach. Yeah, he's pretty
But
good.
not only is he very troll, he's strong as
He
shit.
does a lot of damage.
He does a lot of damage. His new kit is amazing, better than his
Yeah.
old kit, and he was strong as hell with his old kit.
No, I agree. It took me, because that change happened when we stopped playing for a while. And we came back, it took, I know you asked me, even after playing him, how does Q work?
Yeah, I didn't understand. I thought I had to Q and then Q. Like,
No, just the auto.
use
but
auto and it smacks
so
people together, Looney
good.
Tunes style. Just
It's so solid.
It is.
And it makes, I almost feel like you can start a fight on their team, too. Because basically, this guy could be getting away. You cue him and latch him to another.
Dad, watch you get in the way, Dad.
Yeah, but Zach, more than any tank I've ever played, surprises the crap out of me with the amount of damage I can do sometimes. The duel potential is nuts if you get against the right person.
Yeah, again, though, he's really good for ganking the bot lane, simply because of that Q. There's 2 people that you can smash together in that lane. He's really good at counter jungling for the same thing.
What's the health potion called? Or not the the 500 gold potion that increases your size.
Oh, the elixir, elixir of iron.
Yeah. So, little weird fact right now. The way that the health items ramp, you end up naturally getting about 5,000 health on, I think, like the current build of Zac. And if you have that, plus you have the gargoyle stone plate, you get
pop all that
so
and
big.
You're
It's so
just
funny.
the whole map.
I think last time, like, the towers up to your chest when I did it,
Hell yeah.
your hitbox is disgusting.
That's something you guys can try out.
Yeah.
Even if you just go do it in like a what is that? Practice tool.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, practice tool.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just look at it. It's super
It's just funny.
No, I agree. And then kind of rounding out the god tier is less of a support, less of a tank. He gets tanky, but Warwick,
He does damage for just
He's-
building tanky.
disgustingly oppressive.
He can get around. He can get from bot to top in like
I think
less
I told
than
you
30
this.
seconds.
I ended up winning the game because literally every kill went to him. But I went to one that was 13-0. I want to say at 18 minutes.
Well, there's that one that we played against.
Yeah, this
That was
me
like
by myself.
29-6, and we still beat him.
Yep.
But damn, was he hard as shit to deal with. He was
the
so
heal-
oppressive.
The heal
was-
is just disgusting.
The heal is disgusting. The heal off the
whole
ult
heal.
is disgusting.
Yeah.
The heal off the Q is disgusting. And his chase potential is insane. A lot of people don't realize
Yep.
you can't flash his Q. You flash in his Q, he still follows you.
Yep. He flips around the other side. He's just really solid. He's another one of these champions that takes advantage of an ADC meta, I think.
Yeah.
Just because ADCs are so vulnerable
Yeah.
against him.
And as well as Nunu, he can take a 4-minute dragon.
Oh, 100%.
I mean, maybe not Cloud Drake, because I think that one does the most damage. I'm pretty sure.
And he gets so disgusting so early because you can take that Rejuve bead instead of potions with your jungle item at the start, and you only need 1,050
It's
gold.
fast
I wanna
track
say,
to
get your
Tiamat, yeah.
I mean, that's one clear plus maybe a successful gank,
Yeah.
and you have your Tiamat. So he gets online really, really quickly,
Yeah.
which just snowballs him. And he's one of these champions that we've talked about in our top State of the Lane video that really takes advantage of this bruiser meta and those health items.
Yeah.
The health damage items on him are just really good.
He builds health, heals for a shit ton, and still does a lot of damage.
Yep. I think Frozen Mallet is really good on him too. I don't build it on everybody, but I think it's super, super solid.
Yeah. I
Just
don't
'cause
think
of the
he
chase
needs
attack.
it because he has the fear. But if you're new to Warwick, definitely start trying it out just so you can kind of get the feel of him, but you don't lose too much out of it.
Yep. Yep.
Because it's still health, it's still damage. It just has a slow as well.
Yeah. Honorable mention, Elise.
Elise is such a good jungler, but I don't ever see it.
I actually...
I see it when you play it, but I don't see it otherwise.
I just started playing it again. I used to play almost nothing but her forever, and it's probably been a couple of years since I've even tried it.
Yeah.
And I just randomly started seeing her on other websites, like God tier lists. I'm like, oh, how? I never see her. And I
Yeah.
still, in the last few weeks, I'm the only Elise I've seen
Yeah.
at all.
I haven't seen any other ones, but like Cocoon, percent health damage, insane AP burst. Why? Why not?
No,
She can build
hard-
tank. She can do damage as built tank.
Yeah, hard
And I don't
CC
understand.
Is just so good. And
Yeah.
ranged hard C at that. Granted,
Yeah.
it's a skill shot, but it's
Just-
not a hard one to land. I don't.
It has a pretty big hitbox, I feel like.
She can kill really early,
She can gank.
which she
Level
ganks
2.
super well. And,
Yeah.
I think
When you're facing those pesky Lee Sin early gankers,
Yep.
and Elise can ruin that.
Oh,
she
she
can
can.
ruin his day.
And I've invaded, as I say, I hate invades. On that second buff so many times, and there's
Yeah,
almost
not a
no
full
junglers
team
that can
invade. You go like
do her.
after you get your buff, and you go straight to theirs.
Yep, I agree. And again, I mean, I feel like all these God tier lists right now, they're all reflective of the ADC meta we're in.
Yeah.
Elise
They can
is-
either support or catch.
Well, and
like-
her ganks are just so good and so good at stopping some of these immobile ADCs.
Yeah.
That the gank's going to be successful for your team.
Whether you get a summoner spell, a kill, or just let your ADC farm without having to like worry, am I gonna get poked out? Am I gonna get
Yep.
headshot by this Caitlyn? Not if she's not in lane. Not if she's just scared of your Elise.
Sure. Now, finally, to round out the whole list, I have one underrated, underrespected pick. And if you watched our top
Underrespected,
video,
maybe not.
you know. I
At first, he's definitely underrespected.
and that's Jarvan the Fourth.
After he gets that first kill, he's respected
He's
so much. You
disgusting.
see ADCs instantly dash away as soon as they see that flag drop down.
I have gotten, I'd say in the last month, I have gotten, and especially since the patch came out, more plus 20 kill games as Jarvan than anyone else.
Except for when I'm in the game for some reason. You
Yeah,
can't do that
I-
with me.
It's because I gank differently when I play with you. But when I'm by myself in solo queue and you just play,
You're also
really-
less greedy when you play with me.
yeah.
You
When you
give
play
me a lot of kills.
selfishly as Jarvan, you can carry the entire game.
Just play selfishly. I don't even care if I get kills
You
anymore.
get to the point where
That's
even
what
his
LP.
poke, just sending out a Q when you're like jockeying for a tower, half chunks these squishies.
And it's so much range you can get out of tower range instantly.
Yep.
Like, it doesn't matter.
And I feel like you just help your lane so much by ulting, period.
Yeah.
Whether you get the kill or not, you got the flash.
You got the flash,
Period.
you got an escape. Some ADC or some like supports even have to basically use their escape tools for their ADC, like a Thresh Lantern or
Yeah, so it
Maybe
just
a
leads
Leona
to
stun.
good things even if
Yeah.
you don't get the kill. And people don't realize just use your ult for damage. You don't need to use it just to, do the classic trapping them in.
Yeah.
It does.
I mean, you can wombo,
so
like we
much
said, with
damage.
Gnar.
Yeah, you can wombo with the Gnar ult, but even by yourself, if you build selfishly with the kind of Cleaver,
Bruiser.
Titanic Hydra into maybe even a full damage item later, you do so much burst damage. You
Yeah.
are a tank assassin.
Definitely, yeah.
Basically.
But not only that, but another thing, he has pretty good CC. Flag and drag has a knock-up. Your
he
shield
does.
has a slow. Your ult traps them. Like, it's hard to get away from J4.
Well, you can even be seen from ridiculously far away by a ward and still get in.
Oh, yeah.
I can't tell you how many times just to get in on someone.
Flash, flag, and drag ult.
Flag, ult. Just to be on the cusp of the ult. You
Yeah.
move like a quarter of the map.
You do, yeah.
Like,
it's insane.
Even if you don't hit the drag, again, ADC meta. So
Oh, the flag.
the flag
Why haven't we talked about
supplies
this
the attack
yet?
speed to your ADC. So it's one thing I
To
see,
anyone. So if you have a
Yeah,
Fiora,
anybody.
Fiora top ADC, like, she's getting that attack speed as
Yep.
well.
Yep, and the just don't waste your flag on yourself when you're clearing your jungle because you get the attack speed buff regardless.
Yeah.
Um,
It's.
but
I mean, if you want to flag and drag to
I
knock
see
up.
too often if it's a Jarvan that I'm not, they're not throwing down their flag like when you're taking a turret with your ADC. You're like,
When they're taking a turret, when you're trying to.
yeah, if you're trying to get something really quick,
Even if you're trying to wave clear from the enemy
Yeah.
team, like, just drop your flag.
just
It does
you
damage
gotta
to
do it
minions.
smartly because it's your way to pop people up too. So
It's zone
you
control.
got to make the decision
Also.
between. It's true. You can just station it outside the dragon pit, and they know that at any time you can come back on them.
Yeah.
The major one to save, you can queue to your heart's content.
Mhm.
Just don't overuse the flag. Just know when to use it. Because the cooldown's pretty long, especially early. Because you're
Yeah.
going to max the Q first for the damage. You can max the E first if you want the cooldown really bad, but it's going to hurt your damage.
This build cooldown, I feel like.
Sometimes I will max the E first if I'm going like full tank, if my team needs it. Or even the W sometimes, just for the shield. But overall, the Q's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
You get armor shred from it, plus the black cleaver shred,
Yeah.
and then plus your passive, gigantic like 200% hit. It's kind of broken.
I'm going to throw in another jungler.
Okay.
Not necessarily underrated or underpicked, but Lee Sin. Lee Sin on his own, he will never not be meta. He's so strong.
I think the only problem with the Lee Sin,
It goes back to our top
Skill.
lane thing. Yeah, skill. Yasuo,
absolutely
Riven, Lee Sin. You see all these people who main this dude, but they can't play him.
yep. But even if you,
Not only that, but he has the best skins in the game, in my opinion.
Godfist is cool.
Godfist is cool, Muay Thai is cool,
Acolyte.
Knockout is cool, Acolyte is terrible, Bruce Lee is
Acolyte.
cool.
The thing about Lee Sin though is, don't try to be flashy if you're not an expert.
Yeah.
You can
Definitely.
actually get by if you're not amazing with him. Just don't go for the, crazy ward hop around old.
I mean,
under the turret.
insec, yeah, do the insec if you can. You don't need to, though.
No. You don't.
You should get good at ult flashing, because that's a really helpful tool.
Oh, yeah.
Ult flash, Q, come back to the team, like,
Yep.
or maybe just ward hop out of team range. But don't, like, the one thing that I see about Lee Sins is that they always use more than they need,
Yep.
because they want to be that flashy next Reddit post, and
And then
they're
you're
not going
left
to be.
doing this because you're out of energy.
Yep. And you have nothing to rebuild your energy with because you use all your spells, so you don't get the passive energy regain, and you look like an idiot.
Yep. So that's the state of the lane right now.
Jungle.
In the jungle, we're gonna have a big shakeup, I believe, in the next patch.
Rek'Sai buffs.
Rek'Sai
might
buffs.
help her out.
The cleaver changes.
Cleaver
might bring
changes.
some more people up. I think we talked about this a little bit with Top and Fiora. That with cleaver going down, you're gonna see a spike in Trinity Force users. So I think we might see Hecarim again.
We could. He's a decent cleaver user himself, but I think the mana changes to the jungle items are going to help him a little bit more
Bork's
too.
also in a really good state right now too, so we might see some of these kind of like tier 1, tier 2 junglers that thrive off of it, like Nocturne
Jax.
come up, Jax.
Jax is a very greedy jungler, though.
He is. He needs kills.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's the state of the lane for jungle. We'll be back with patch 7.14. Or if they decide
Well,
to call it
we have to
something
do the
else
other
for some
lanes too.
Well, yeah. So check out the channel. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell for the notifications, because we, at this point, top should already be up. But after this, we'll have mid, ADC, and then
Support for last. Sorry, guys. It's just how it goes.
Best for last for some of you, I suppose.
I play support sometimes. I don't mind when I get autofilled.
Autofilled?
I don't mind when I get autofilled because I have my picks.
Right. Anyway, so we do have an Instagram, which will be in the bottom.
Twitter.
We post all our stuff to Reddit. I don't think we have a subreddit yet, but
no.
we can maybe make that happen.
We don't.
If we get
when
enough
we get
of
enough
you
people,
following us,
yeah.
So.
Be sure to mention in the comments below what your favorite junglers are currently, what you think is going to be good, and also if you want to share this with your friends, go ahead, let them know. Pick this stuff. You're a terrible jungler. Stop playing Master Yi. Play what these guys tell you to play.
Yep.
Get you out of bronze for sure.
Stop playing Master Yi. He's garbage.
Don't do that Yi Kale shit.
Also, stop invading me. Please.
And stop killing my mid laners. I know, if you're a mid laner, stop taking the first blood, because that makes it hard for me.
It's true. Anyway, until next time with the mid.
Bye-bye.
We'll see ya.